and Craction.
And Correction!
I am joined by the Matzo Mama herself. She's a woman, Miz Cracker. How are you doing?
That's me. Oh my goodness, you have let me know that I have success in my taglines because you know what? People know them.
Of course. I find myself running around my house. I am not Jewish, but I will be singing, "Hey, looky here, I'm the Matzo Mama."
It's a very catchy song, and imagine if you've had to record it and sung it like 6,000 times. It sticks in your head for basically forever.
Well, I love it, and I'm glad that it's out there. Speaking of recording songs,
Yes.
let's chat about your new music, because Hanukkah is almost upon us, and you have not one but 2 new songs coming out. What can we expect from you?
Well, we can expect, first of all, the first single is called 8 Days of You, and it's all about my holiday love with Jujubee from All Stars 5 and the special friendship that we found. It is a really wonderful duet, and I'm like just blessed to get to do it with her because she's so amazing. And the second one is called Get Me the F Out of Here, which is all about the joys of celebrating the holidays with family.
I think that's pretty relatable for a lot of us.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, and not everyone's going to be with their extended family this year, but everyone's going to be stuck with somebody. And I think you can relate with this song for sure. Yeah, like you said.
Now, that's not the only exciting thing that you have coming up for the holidays, because I understand that you're going to be hosting Digital Drag Fest on New Year's Eve this year. What can you tell me about it?
Well, I can't tell you much because I don't want to give it away, but I will be with Peppermint, and we will be hosting the New York portion of the party. It's going to be at 6 p.m. on December 31st, starting there, and it's just going to go on forever. We're going to be doing meet and greets and chatting and performing and all of this stuff. It's going to be a really incredible experience. And I'm honored to do it with Peppermint because that was the first drag queen I ever saw in New York City. So.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I'm curious now that we're talking about New Year's. Do you have a New Year's resolution? I know I'm afraid to even ask because I know we're all a little afraid of ringing in a new year, but
I do. I have started a strict calorie counting diet, and I am going to stick with that for the year. That's what I'm going to do.
I love it.
Oh, it is so hard. I'm supposed to be eating empanadas with the drag queen Jan from season 12 tonight, and I'm just like, I better starve all day before I eat those empanadas because each of those are like 300 calories. 300 calories! Just to let you know what my life has gotten down to in quarantine. It's been about counting pieces of bread.
Trust me, I understand that. I think it's been a struggle for a lot of us during this time.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, speaking of quarantine, I know that things have gotten a little off track since you originally announced your tour that's going to be coming up, your She's a Woman tour.
Yeah.
Whenever it may be that we're finally able to see you live, what are you most excited to connect with your fans about when you're able to perform live again in person?
I'm just going to be excited to bring my stand-up because I think this is my first totally unique stand-up special where I have original music, original choreo, original stand-up, original video content, and usually it's been mixes of stuff by divas that are great and wonderful, but it's time for this diva to sing out. So I'm just excited to bring that completely unseen content, and and to give people a sense that even when life is a dumpster fire, it can also be a lot of fun, and that's what we're going to try to do with the show.
Well, and you are tiding us over until then because you have this podcast now.
And you make me sound so busy. I feel so busy.
I am so excited to start listening to it. Tell us about what we can expect from each episode of She's a Woman.
Well, She's a Woman is a podcast for anyone who looks in the mirror and says she's a woman. So it's a very inclusive podcast. The whole point is to amplify the voices of incredible women, whether it's someone I ran into on the street or a celebrity. We're giving everyone equal weight. And it's kind of like what it means to be a woman in the world today, no matter what walk of life you're going to be in. And there's bookstore owners and comedians and pilots and actors and all kinds of women. And they all have something truly incredible to share. That's why I decided to start the podcast.
I cannot wait for people to give it a listen.
Yeah, it's going to be like, there's a lot of drag podcasts that talk about Drag Race and that talk about drag queens and that talk about drag and that talk about makeup. And well, I was like, let me do something that is a little off the beaten path. You know what I mean? And something that people could walk away from feeling better about the world.
Yeah, I think we need that during this time especially,
Yeah,
but in general also.
Yeah, oh, in general. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I heard that each episode you're going to have a good news nugget in it to kind of give us something to look forward to.
Like, trigger warning, if you're afraid of dogs, you will hate this podcast because like a lot of our good news is about wonderful dogs. Because I am basic. Yeah, but I love a good dog story, and there's something to make people smile and laugh in every single episode. So even when we get into the interview with our guest, and we may talk about some difficult things, like you have that reward each week of something that's easy and happy and wonderful and good news in a pretty bad world, you know.
It's all I can ask for.
Yeah, right?
Now, before I let you go, you know I always have to ask you about some Drag Race tea. And I guess it's not so much tea as your hopes. Who would you love to see on the next season of All Stars if you could pick anyone?
Oh, if I could pick someone for All Stars? Jesus Christ! I'm trying to think of who I would choose. Well, I think Jujubee should come back. Have a fourth go at it. No. God, it's really tough. I mean, I can answer who I think should be on the next season of Drag Race, but who should be on All Stars? Yeah, there's a drag queen in New York called Keisha Carr that I think is absolutely incredible, and I think should be on a season of Drag Race. She can sew, she can dance, she can sing. She's done it on Broadway. She can make hair. She can do it all. So I would love to see her on the show. But, you know, I have to be honest, like, when it comes to All Stars, like, I've seen enough of all of these bitches. You know what I mean? Let them stay at home.
I love it. Well, Miz Cracker, it has been a pleasure as always. I cannot wait for all of these projects that you have coming out in the next month. So everybody go give her a follow. And thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Thank you, darling. Happy holidays. Bye.